American military presence in the Baltics has been reinforced in response to the Russian military exercises held on both sides of the Sawatki Gap in Kaliningrad and Belarus. With more than 40,000 military personnel involved, ships, tanks, planes, and helicopters, it's the biggest military exercise ever held in the region. Camp Herkus, the new permanent U.S. base in the region, is at the epicenter of tensions, as U.S. and Russian military exercises are held simultaneously less than 20 miles away from each other.
The need for the permanent deployment of U.S. forces in Lithuania is more apparent than ever, and we are looking forward to continuing to take advantage of opportunities to enhance the interoperability of our forces, providing a credible deterrent against any potential aggression, and to operate more effectively should deterrents fail.
General Bennett, you are in charge of U.S. military operations in the region. Why are U.S. forces in such close proximity to the Russian exercise? Don't you fear this aggressive posture could lead to an escalation?
Last time I checked, Lithuania was a sovereign country. If it is their wish to host permanent U.S. forces on their soil, I don't see why Moscow should have a say in that. Now, if you excuse me, I have a military exercise to prepare.
Thank you, General Bennett.
Good morning, Commander. So, have you seen me on the news? Everyone's talking about this exercise. It's not every day you see such a display of power. Reminds me of Desert Storm in '91. Ah, the good old days. Anyway, Major Williams, how are the preparations coming along?
The men are ready, General. We can begin the exercise.
All right then, showtime.
Oh, one last thing, General. A special diplomatic envoy sent by Washington has demanded to meet you. Counselor Miller?
Of course it's Miller. No military demonstration in the world is complete without this vulture showing up. His stupid face is the last thing I want to see today. So let's go. We're on a schedule. Keeps calling and won't give me a break if I don't throw him a bone. Go pick him up at his hotel and take him for a tour, Commander. Show him around the base, do whatever you want, as long as you keep him out of my hair. And take Williams with you. No offense, but she's more talkative than you.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike.
Well, Commander, I guess we're the bone then.
Next waypoint received.
Miller's hotel is on the way to the training area. Let's hope he's in a better mood than the General.
Good copy. Next waypoint received.
There are units from all three Baltic states regrouped here. Lithuanian artillery, mechanized infantry from Latvia, as well as reservists and armored vehicles from Estonia. They have different equipment, different tactics, speak different languages. Creating an interoperable force in this region is a real headache. Counselor Miller. I am Major Williams. It's a pleasure to have you with us. The Commander and I will show you around on our way to the General. Please hop in.
Well, it's about time. Let's go. Take me to the training ground first. I need to make sure that our equipment is showcased in the best possible conditions.
The exercise is about to start, so you will be able to see for yourself. But I didn't know there was a show.
This whole exercise is for show, Major. A show of force for our potential enemies, but also an arms fair for our partners.
I see. And which partners are we trying to impress today, Counselor?
That's confidential. Just drive, Major.
Copy. Relocating.
Are we there yet, Major?
Almost, sir. This is the artillery training ground, Counselor. Here our soldiers practice fire mission procedures. The Commander will make a demonstration for you.
Well, let's see how much time it'll take you to hit all these targets, Commander.
Order ready. Send coordinates. Roger. Fire coordinates received. Who needs support? Roger. Fire mission received. Order ready to fire. Good copy. Fire coordinates received. Order ready. Send mission. Roger. Call for fire received.
Dispersion increases with distance. That's why more rounds are needed to hit targets located further away. Smart munitions don't have this problem. They are much more accurate and can correct their trajectory to hit a target designated by a laser.
Order available, sir.
As you can see, our latest battlefield management interface enables extremely responsive fire missions.
It was I who sold that concept to Congress. Glad to see it works in practice, too.
So how is your hotel, Counselor? I've heard it's quite fancy.
Apart from the fact that I was woken up every 20 minutes by helicopters passing right over my head, it was
Air
lovely.
defense at your disposal,
Hey,
sir.
why is the radar of this Patriot turned off?
It's the standard procedure to keep the radar turned off by default, to keep the unit mobile and avoid destruction by anti-radiation missiles. They can still use their backup tracking systems to target aircraft, but in this mode, their detection and engagement range are limited.
Then switch this radar on, Commander. Let's see how far target practice drones can be detected and engaged. Wow, the range of these missiles is impressive.
The efficiency of the radar depends on the altitude of the target. Low-flying aircraft are harder to detect, and helicopters cannot be targeted at all as they fly below the minimum detection altitude of the radar. That's why short-range air defense, SHORAD, is needed to complement long-range surface-to-air missiles.
Moving out. Target confirmed. We're engaging. Target acquired. Engaging.
A fine demonstration of our firepower, Commander. The message is clear. No country equipped with our anti-aircraft systems need worry about its airspace
Roger.
being violated.
Next waypoint.
Can you step on the gas a bit? We're crawling.
Sorry, sir. There are strict speed regulations on the base.
Yeah, of course there are.
We're at the hangar, sir. The General's...
That's all well and good, but I'm not here for these trifles. I've got a major fighter jet contract to attend to. So here's the real showstopper. I want you to demonstrate its air-to-ground and air-to-air capabilities for our guests.
Take a seat, Miller. I'm in charge here.
Ah, General. I was wondering when you'd come out of hiding. So, what's on the menu, Chef?
We'll start with a classic. Close air support with good old A-10s.
Yeah, like in '91, the good old days. You never change your record, do you?
Shut up, Miller! Commander, you will be leading this demonstration. Call in an A-10 and order it to destroy the marked targets. Planes must work in coordination with recon to target enemy ground units. The recon detects and identifies the target while the plane maneuvers to attack it.
Close air support inbound. I'm the ultimate ground pounder. Entering circle pattern. Warthog, combat ready. Time attack confirmed.
Sound of that gun always gives me chills. It reminds me of well, whatever. Send the plane back to base before it runs out of fuel.
Fencing out.
Now call in a Harrier to make a bombing run.
Oh, great. Another old crate.
New course set. Attack vector confirmed. Bombs are ready. Attack run complete.
Send the plane back to base before it runs out of
Copy.
fuel.
Bugging out.
All right, Commander, send in the F-15EX now.
Finally.
This plane is equipped with a laser designation podded smart bombs. You mark the target with the pod, and the bombs will correct their trajectory to hit with pinpoint accuracy.
Rolling on the target area. Coming around now.
You see, making gun runs and guiding missiles is outdated. Now, you drop a bomb from as far as you can and you let it do the job for you.
Well, let's try again with a moving target this time. And you'll see that a human is still needed to predict the target's trajectory.
Roger that. Strike area confirmed. Solid copy. Air support mission inbound. Coordinates received. Commencing attack.
When you take one of these bombs on the face like that, the coffin they send back home doesn't weigh much. Believe me. Send in the second F-15, Commander. This time to demonstrate its air-to-air capabilities against drones.
We have potential buyers for dozens of these planes, so make sure these drones are shot down nice and clean, Commander.
Remind me, Miller, are we here to defend these people or to sell them weapons?
Standing by for orders.
Selling them weapons means they can defend themselves. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. I just make sure they buy from the right bait and tackle shop.
Drone destroyed. Proceed to next target.
Proceeding as frag.
Second target destroyed.
3 out of 3.
There's one more drone, Commander. Finish it. Great job, Commander. If we don't land a contract for a few jets after that, I'll be damned.
General, we've got a problem. I've asked confirmation from the airbase, and they sent 3 drones as planned, not 4.
Oh, shit. Don't tell me we scratched some civvies who can't read a map.
No, sir. The radar signature was definitely that of a UAV.
Well, in any case, that means trouble.
The Lithuanian government denounced a violation of its airspace and closed its frontier with Belarus and Russia.
And place their troops on high alert.
The unknown object that was shot down during the exercise turned out to be a Russian drone. The official line is that it was shot down to prevent an air collision with our jets training nearby. But the Russians refused to go along with that story and maintained that it was flying on their side of the border.
But it was flying on the wrong side of the border, right?
Well, it was hit in the Lithuanian airspace, but ended up a few meters on the other side of the frontier. So, as you can imagine, they jumped on the occasion to create their own narrative. In any case, the Lithuanian government has closed their borders with Belarus and Kaliningrad until the end of the investigations. As a response, the Russians have placed all their troops at the border on high alert and sent a quote-unquote military convoy carrying humanitarian aid to Kaliningrad. They are approaching the town of Lazdishe as we speak.
And nobody thought about stopping them?
It's a tricky situation. The Lithuanians cannot block humanitarian convoys without breaking international treaties.
Humanitarian my ass. We can't let that happen. The so-called humanitarian convoy is like spitting in our face. Williams, what are our
The convoy has been spotted a few miles down this highway, sir.
No time to lose, then. This crossroad is the last position where we can stop them before they reach the city. Send your troops there immediately, Commander.
Already there. Roger.
The convoy is approaching. We're tracking its position with a drone.
Hurry up! Capture the crossroad before they reach it.
Remember, this is officially a humanitarian convoy, and unless proven otherwise, it must be considered as such. Act with extreme caution here, General.
Moving there now.
Yeah, of course. Commander, Make sure our troops are instructed to hold their fire and engage only if fired upon.
Solid copy. Return fire only.
We are holding the crossroad, General.
Someone asked
They're
for a
approaching
ride?
rapidly. Maybe they didn't see us.
Roger.
Shall we fire a warning
We're on
shot?
the move.
Negative!
Already there.
Hold your fire and stay in the middle of the road. Show them we're here, and they'll
Roger.
back off.
Moving out. Pass is out.
They
All
stopped.
left is dismount.
It looks like they're hesitating.
Scout team ready.
I guess they weren't
Scout
expecting
team
us.
standing by.
Come on, now is the moment of truth. Either they go back, or they try to pass in force.
Look, they're moving back.
Thank God we won't have a war on our hands today. Congratulations, General. I have to admit, I didn't think it would be that easy.
No, wait. They turned left. What are they doing?
They're trying another approach to bypass us. Commander, redeploy your troops on these crossroads. Show them we're not here by accident. Don't forget to call reinforcements. We'll need all the help we can get to cover all these crossing points.
Let's take the hammer lane. Fighting vehicle at your command, sir. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Roger. We're on the move. Roger. Moving out.
First crossroad secured.
Troop transport ready.
They've stopped again.
Roger. We're on the move. Fly truck ready to transport. Logi here, send traffic. Ain't nothing gonna get in our way.
Second crossroad secured, sir. Enemy soldiers have dismounted from the trucks and started moving in our direction. We got positive identification of weapons. I repeat, PID of weapons.
Hold your
Scout team
fire!
here.
This
Go
is a
ahead.
game of chicken. Whoever shoots
Personal
first
carrier
takes the
here.
blame.
Unasked,
And whoever
everybody.
gets shot first dies.
Establish a base of fire in
Williams,
that
drop a
building.
bomb on the road in front of them as a warning. We must show where our red line stands.
Our drone has been shot down.
It's clear they're not coming to shake hands.
Ready.
You're authorized to engage, Commander.
Cargo dumped.
Armed vehicles are detaching from the bulk of the convoy. They're moving up in our direction. Prepare for an assault.
Roger. Shooting on
Establish
sight.
defensive positions in the buildings near the crossroads on our flank, Commander. And make sure our troops are resupplied. If one of these positions is overwhelmed, fall back on the main crossroad and hunker down there.
Weapons team at your orders.
I scramble jets to provide fire support, but they won't be there before 30 minutes. Your orders are simple. Hold at all costs until they arrive.
Your men will never hold that long. Give me a minute. We have a pair of AC-130 gunships in the area. I will demand they be rerouted in your direction.
We? Who are you actually working with now, Miller?
Just use the planes and don't ask questions. They will be there in about 10 minutes.
We take that building. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Already there. Put hard on the pedal. Hey, check out this Rooster Cruiser they gave me. Striker here. We're combat ready. Smoke deployed. weapons here. Weapons team standing by. We have a building to secure. Armored transport standing by. Pedal to the metal. Get your asses out of my vehicle. I want a base of fire in that building. Already there. Popping smoke. Pedal to the metal. Striker awaiting orders. Moving out. Reconnaissance is good to go. Back pedal, driver! Heavy weapons team engaged in combat! Armored transport, ready! Cargo truck
Be advised,
ready.
Commander. A second wave of vehicles has forced the border and is approaching on the highway. They're accompanied by self-propelled howitzers this time.
Static defenses will be hammered by their artillery, so use the mobility of the strikers to avoid their fire.
Copy. Relocating. Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Heavy weapons team is under fire! One more hit and our vehicle's done! Looking forward to going home. Flight transport is taking fire! You'd be blind without us. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Roger. Moving out. Scouts in combat! What are your orders? Defensive smoke! Ain't nothing gonna get in our way! Enemies hot on our trail! Striker here, we're combat ready! Vehicle damage! Requesting maintenance! Roger, we're on the move. Glory, go!
A handful of Lithuanian units have arrived, and will hold the outskirts of the town on our left. Fall back on the main crossroad and hunker down there to receive the main Russian assault.
Need maintenance!
Their artillery fires volley after volley without repositioning. Sadly, our mortars lack the range to provide counter battery without exposing themselves.
Here.
They're just asking to be beaten. Williams, contact the Lithuanian artillery battery that was training with the strikers. Those PZH-2000s will come in handy.
Smoke screen deployed!
At once, sir.
All air! Fucking move! Logistics ready. In the line, everybody out. Check that building. Hey, check out this Russian cruiser they gave. 99, mission accomplished.
Sir, the Lithuanian artillery responded. One of their platoons is already on its way. You can call it as reinforcement, Commander.
The situation is getting dire here, Miller. When are those planes coming?
Almost there. Just hold on a few more minutes.
Proceeding to the next base of fire. Pedal to the metal. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Mash your motor. We gotta go.
capital cities of the Baltic states.
Turning to new
So there you have it, General. Your long-awaited war.
inbound.
Russian troops are pouring into the Baltic states through every checkpoint from Narva in the north to Vilnius in the south.
The Russians have threatened Europe with the use of nuclear weapons if they dare to get involved. The threat was effective. We've been left to fend for ourselves.
We won't be able to prevent the invasion of Estonia and Latvia, and could quickly end up bogged down in a long and exhausting war of attrition in Lithuania. We're far from home and on our own. Our expeditionary units can hit hard and fast, but will rapidly lose effectiveness.
Then our best chance is to seize a bargaining chip to negotiate with.
And what do you propose?
We take Kaliningrad.
I like it. We have enough forces in Poland and in the Baltic Sea to take the city and even the entire Oblast if things go well. I will prepare attack plans on strategic targets around the city. Gentlemen, we've just received the green light for the landing operation on Baltese Peninsula. The Russian Baltic Fleet is currently resupplying in the harbor of Kaliningrad and will soon be ready to take to sea. Taking control of this peninsula would trap them in the lagoon, rendering them basically non-operational in the region. Our troops are ready to...
Commander, I've gathered as much information as possible.
Williams, situation please.
The first Polish tanks have been transferred to our crew. We're approaching the border. We've received reports of Russian troops establishing defensive positions along the highway.
Don't give them time to reinforce their positions, Commander. Move quickly and secure the first checkpoint rapidly.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Friendly fighting vehicle standing by. Roger, moving out. Heavy cab, ready to roll. M1 Abrams ready for action. Moving there now. Rolling. Bring us there in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes. Already there. Bradley fighting vehicle standing by. Roger, moving to next waypoint. Roger, we're on the move. Copy, relocating. Moving out. Pedal to the metal. Troop transport, standing by. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Already there. Bradley fighting vehicle reporting in. Roger, we're on the move. Abrams, ready to roll.
No sign of enemy presence at Checkpoint Alpha, sir.
Good, we beat him to the punch. Williams, establish a supply point here. Make sure we have a constant flow of ammunition and spare parts to keep up the pace.
At once, sir.
Heavy cab is on the
Commander, continue toward the next checkpoints. Our vehicles are equipped with active protection systems designed to intercept incoming missiles and RPGs, so don't hesitate to jump into the middle of the fray. Shock and awe!
Next waypoint. Armored is rolling out. Already there. Roger, we're on the move. Bradley fighting vehicle reporting in. Copy, relocating.
One of our vehicles has been destroyed, Commander. Active protection systems are no magic shields. They can be overwhelmed if several missiles hit in quick succession, and they have a limited number of charges.
Send traffic.
You can replenish your APS and smoke grenades at the supply depots I'm setting up along the highway.
Recon vehicle under fire. Recon vehicle engaged. Looks like we found him. Get out in 10 seconds.
Checkpoint Bravo is under our control, sir. Enemy defense eliminated.
Perfect. Keep up the pace, Commander. Williams will set up resupply points at each checkpoint as you progress.
Line up and let's go.
Take what you need to rearm your units, but be quick. The more you wait, the stronger the enemy defense will be.
Your eyes and ears, sir. Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Moving out. Pedal to the metal. Solid copy. Moving out. Moving to shooting position. Armored is rolling out. M1 Abrams, warmed up and ready to go. Heavy cavalry ready for action. Heavy armor engaged. Heavy armor is ready to rumble. Take status red. Situation is hot. Someone after a ride? Get your asses out of my vehicle.
T-72 tanks are no match for our Abrams. But keep your distance. A close-range shot will still pierce through our armor.
Everybody out. Asses out. All trench monkeys, dismount. Check a leg. One more hit and our tank is done. Heavy cav engaged in combat. Armor moving out. Vehicle hit! Holy shit, that was close! Relocating. Roger, moving out. Recon vehicle, ready for action. All fully captured! Disembark! Look alive! Everyone dismount! Come on, move in that building! Fit for fight, sir. Scouts ready. Infantry at your orders. Move, move, move! Go, go, go! Roger, Oscar Mike. Moving there now. Get your asses in that building! Bradley under fire! What are your orders? In combat! Troop transport reporting in. Troop transport ready. Now. Armored transport ready. Scouts here.
Checkpoint Charlie is under our control, sir.
Infantry ready for combat. Scouts
The
at
latest
your orders,
SIGINT
sir.
report indicates small enemy groups assembling on both sides of the highway.
Brad here. Go ahead.
Williams, set up reconnaissance positions on our flanks. I don't want any surprises.
Understood, sir.
Continue your progression, Commander.
Bradley fighting vehicle. At your orders. Infantry at your command, sir. Infantry ready for action. Already there. Here's our ride. Let's head in. Infantry good to go. Infantry here. Bradley fighting vehicle at your command, sir. Bradley ready for action. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Heavy cav ready to rumble. Moving as ordered. Bradley ready for combat. Personal carrier ready. Bradley fighting vehicle at your command, sir. Armored transport reporting in. Heavy cav ready to roll. Personal carrier ready. All walking sandbags! Jump out! Anti-aircraft here. Copy. Relocating. next waypoint. Personal carrier here! Sir. Ready for action. Infantry here. We didn't take much more of it. Copy. We take that building. We have a building to secure. Troop transport ready! Armored transport ready! Passes out! The higher they fly, the further they fall! Recon vehicle standing by. Roger, moving out. M1 Abrams ready for action.
One more checkpoint, and the road to Kaliningrad will be open, Commander.
Sir, the activity on our flanks is starting to worry me. Several of my positions have been probed, which could indicate an imminent attack.
They can also be isolated units trying to find their way. No need to overreact. Our priority remains to capture the last checkpoint. An armored brigade is preparing to move as we speak. As soon as the road is open, I will send them through.
Bradley, ready for combat! Roger, we're on the move. Copy, relocating. Bradley fighting vehicle reporting in. Armored transport reporting in. Moving there now. Troop transport, standing by. All bullet catchers, disembark! Abrams, ready to roll. Roger, moving out. Troop transport, standing by. Armored transport, ready. Check that building. Recon team reporting in. Heavy armor is on the field. Driving to coordinates. Reconnaissance, ready for action. We're Oscar Mike. Someone asked for a ride? All asses dismount! Infantry reporting in. Vehicle damage! Requesting maintenance! Personal carrier!
Sir, a large enemy group has been spotted on our flank, heading toward Checkpoint Charlie.
We're combat ready.
My reconnaissance units won't be able to hold them back for long. I need backup!
Understood. Commander, send back some of your troops to assist Williams. Keep the pressure on the enemy if you can, but pause the assault if necessary. Our logistic line must not be severed.
Infantry ready for combat. Regroup and move up. Establish a base structure in that building. Personal carriers under fire. All trench monkeys dismount. Everybody out. Infantry ready for action. Infantry at your command, sir. Armored transport reporting in. Moving there now. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Someone asked for a ride? Bradley, ready for action! Pedal to the metal. Pop and smoke! Moving as ordered. Roger. We're on the move. Scout team standing by. Scout team here. Go ahead. All ass! Already there. Friendly fighting vehicle. At your orders. Recon vehicle. Ready. M1 Abrams. Warmed up and ready to go. Heavy cap. Ready to rumble. What are your orders? Brad here, go ahead. Heavy armor is ready to rumble. M1 Abrams ready for action. Bradley fighting vehicle, standing by. Bradley fighting vehicle at your command, sir. Scout team at your command. Squad, move out. Troops in combat, what are your orders? Vehicle heavily damaged. Need maintenance. Air defense ready for action. Roger. We stop here. Roger. Moving out. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Heavy armor in combat. Heavy armor is on the field. Smoke screen. Popping smoke. Pedal to the metal. Bradley fighting vehicle ready. Armor transport, standing by. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Roger. We're on the move. Driver, move out. Full throttle. Driver, move forward. Bradley, ready for combat. Infantry, good to go. Move your asses, maggots! One more hit and our vehicle's done! Personal carrier here. Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Our vehicle has been hit! Need repair! Infantry, ready for action. Ready for action. Get in that building! Pedal to the metal. Roger. Moving out. Moving out. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Your eyes and ears, sir. We have a building to secure! Recon team, send traffic. Over. Infantry here, we are engaged! Move in there! Flight plan updated. Cargo plane ready. Aligning with drop zone. Prepare to drop. Raptor here. Go ahead. Perk ready. Send traffic. Mission's over. RTB. Get your asses in that building! 75th, at your orders. Get in that building! Set up a base of fire! Copy. We take that building. Pedal the metal! Looks like we got us a convoy! Cargo dumped! Cargo truck ready. Unloading! Putting troops on the floor. Rangers lead the way! Rangers here! Look alive! Get in that vehicle! Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me. That's a big 10-4. We're moving. Mission's over. RTB. Little Bird. Dogs on the deck. Green Berets here. Go ahead. Little Bird here. Logistics ready. Here, beans, bullets, and band-aids. Fly truck ready to transport. Last stop, everybody out. Looking for someone special?
Drone is en route.
Rangers at your command, sir. Rangers, ready for action.
My gaze pierces cloud and shadow. That's affirmed. Visual feed is up.
Russian. Drop zone received. Roger that. On our way to the DZ.
Landing craft at your command. Understood. Unloading cargo.
Chinook is mission ready. Chinook.
Snake Eaters ready. Roger. Time for a walk. 75th Ranger, at your command. Get your gear, we're moving out! The killer egg is in the air. Target, 12 o'clock. Engaging. Green Berets, ready. On our way. Killer egg here. New heading set. New flight plan received. Flight plan updated. Heading there. Flying there. Roger Wilco. Flight plan confirmed. Roger Wilco. Flight plan confirmed. Surrender is not a Ranger word! Check a leg! Green Berets reporting in. En route to target location. Copy. We take that building. Killer Egg at your command. Killer Egg is combat ready. Rangers ready for combat.
Chinook standing by.
Rangers standing by. Hooah! 75th Ranger, at your command.
Heavy transport ready.
Special Forces, standing by. On the double squad! Landing craft ready. Armored cab, ready to rumble. Armored, moving out. Cargo plane here. Airdrop confirmed. Aligning on target. Destroyer at your orders. Carrier here. Destroyer ready. I want all firepower on that position. Arleigh Burke destroyer here. Amphibious assault ship ready. The cavalry arrives in the nick of time. Driver, move out! Full throttle! Snipers, standing by.
Chinook at your command.
Cavalry here! Kirk copies, go ahead. You'd be blind without us. Copy. Relocating.
Chekalov's Naval Air Base, 5 miles northwest of Kaliningrad.
Sir, the paratroopers are ready for the drop.
What about the escort?
F-16s, equipped with AGM-88 anti-radiation missiles, will open the way. Special tactics teams have located the anti-air missiles around the airfield. S-300 missiles and anti-aircraft guns can intercept missiles when their radar is active. The recommended course of action is to approach from low altitude and send a high number of seed planes at once to overwhelm them.
This is Zulu Liner 1-1 entering the AO. Jammers are on. Time to play him some music. Turning to new heading. Magnum, missile away. Radar destruction confirmed. Fighting Falcon here. Flying NOE. New heading set. Inbound. Fencing out. I got hit. Plane still operational. Changing course. Blind the coordinates. Map of the Earth flight. Roger, strafing the area. Viper, combat ready. TAC run complete. Heading back. This is shit hot over here. Munitions on target. Nice firework. Fighting Falcon, mission ready. On the hunt for radars. Viper copies. New course set. No more radar emissions detected. They're either destroyed or too afraid to turn them on now. Zulu Liner out.
Time to send in the airborne.
To airdrop troops, select a cargo plane in the reinforcement.
Capture the control tower at the end of the runway. We will use this elevated position as an observation post to call in airstrikes.
Hercules ready. DZ confirmed. Ready to drop. Approaching DZ. Prepare to drop the stick.
Good copy.
Hercules mission ready. Special operator down. I repeat, operator down. Need some heavy firepower. Infantry in combat. Roger that. Making entry.
Our position is now identified. The security forces of the airbase are probably already on their way. The first objective is in our hands.
Team ready.
Enemy planes are trying to take off.
Weapons team.
Nail them down before they can escape. From now on, this is a no-fly zone for the enemy.
New heading set. Let's play him some music. CAS inbound. Danger close. Solid copy. Diving on target. CAS, mission received. The Air Force is on the ground. Stack up. Prepare for entry. Jammer plane standing by.
I don't think any plane will try to take off after what happened to those
Strike
three.
complete. Direct hits
Establish
confirmed.
defensive positions, but as soon as you have the chance, push out toward the middle of the runway and take control of the buildings there. Our strike planes are ready to support you. Don't hesitate to call them as reinforcement.
Heavy weapons team engaged in combat. Heavy weapons team taking fire. Take that building! I'm the ultimate ground pounder. CAS mission confirmed. Troops in combat! Secure that building! Warthog standing by. Back to home plate. New bearing set. Take that building!
The enemy attacks are coming from these barracks. Clear them to secure our flank.
Solid copy. Air support mission inbound. I'm hit.
Helicopters are taking off from these helipads. Capture these hangars and nail them down.
Smoke deployed! Infantry engaged in combat! Infantry here, we are engaged! Fleet. Let's gun something down. Warthog copies. Direct attack pattern confirmed. They scratched our paint job! Shoot that target, gunner! Weapons stream in combat, awaiting command! Heavy weapons stream is under fire! Move, move, move! Double time!
Gentlemen, we've just received the green light for the landing operation on Baltese Peninsula. The Russian Baltic Fleet is currently resupplying in the harbor of Kaliningrad and will soon be...
Commander, I've gathered as much information as